Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RV Inspection and Care podcast and video. I'm Dwayne. I'm a certified RV inspector, and today we're going to be talking about the best luxury fifth wheel brands to consider buying now. Just like there are some Class A diesel pushers and some Super C RVs that are the luxury kings of the motorhome world, well, there are some fifth wheels that are the luxury kings for the towable category. They just lend themselves to luxury. They have lots of extras and amenities and equipment built right into them. And that's because they are built on a generally tougher and stronger frame to begin with that can support all of that weight. In fact, when we're talking about weight, on the upper end of these luxury fifth wheels, they can weigh anywhere from 25,000 pounds all the way up to 32,000 pounds. And that's a big RV. In fact, there's many motorhomes that don't weigh that much, and they had the engine and the drivetrain in them included. Also, these fifth wheels will come with 5 to 6 slides in many cases, and that really opens up the living area in these long fifth wheels. And those slides, they don't come with cheap mechanisms to move them in and out. No, in most cases, they're going to come with rack and pinion mechanisms that are reliable and can move heavy weight. Also, the manufacturers can use higher quality building materials in general that will weigh more. And that's because they're not constrained by cost or by weight as much as most fifth wheel manufacturers are. So they can use these high quality building materials that will last longer. In fact, some of these manufacturers of luxury fifth wheels can even pretty much custom build a fifth wheel for you almost from scratch. What an experience that is, to essentially design your own RV. But now all of these big, heavy, luxury fifth wheels, they're going to require a really heavy-duty, tough, beefy tow vehicle to tow them down the road safely. You can't just back up any old truck and pull them like you should. Instead, you're going to need a vehicle that will often have a payload capacity of 7,500 pounds or even more for the upper end of the luxury fifth wheel market. Now, we're talking payload capacity here, not towing capacity. In fact, with tow vehicles, you can usually max out the payload capacity long before the towing capacity. So make sure you have enough payload capacity for these huge fifth wheels. And when we're talking about combining a tow vehicle like that with a heavy fifth wheel, well, that can be very expensive, even in the $400,000 to $500,000 range or much more. That's pretty expensive. It's comparable to many diesel pushers out there. So let's discuss some of the brands that I can recommend for you. I'm going to give you 3 brands today. These are 3 that I feel I can recommend to you for overall build quality. And we're going to go down the list in order by the most expensive. Let's start with number 1, and that is the new Horizons Majestic. They can start around 35 feet in length, and that's kind of normal, but they can go up to 47 feet in length with 3 to 5 slides in them. And the weight, they're heavy, starting around 26,000 pounds, going up to 32,000 pounds. That's heavy for sure. Here's an interesting feature: 27 floor plans to choose from. That's a lot of floor plans. Honestly, though, New Horizons uses those floor plans very often to get a benchmark to build a custom type of fifth wheel from. So you have a lot to choose from there. The MSRP for a New Horizons Majestic will start around $260,000, but it can go up a lot from there. So they are certainly not cheap. Next on our list is going to be the Lux Elite. And Lux is going to give you a length range of 40 feet up to 48 feet in length. And they're going to put in 3 to 6 slides. That's a lot of opened up living area. The weight is not quite as much as New Horizons. It'll start around 24,000 pounds and go up to 27,000 pounds, but that's a still really heavy fifth wheel. They only offer 5 floor plans, which is a little more normal, but they do give you quite a bit of customization. They allow you to work with them and do a lot of customizing on the fifth wheel that you want to build. The MSRP will start with them right around $250,000, but don't be surprised if you double that with a Lux Elite. The last one we're going to talk about today is actually the economy model of the luxury fifth wheel market, if there is such a thing, and that's going to be Redwood. Redwood gives you a smaller variation in lengths of 42 to 45 feet in length, 3 to 5 slides, and the weight again drops down more. It starts just under 20,000 pounds and goes to 21,000 pounds. Once again, 5 floor plans, so it's much more normal type of offering that they're giving you. And there's more limited customization. You might be able to customize a few things, but it's not like the other two on this list. The MSRP, though, is going to be much less, starting around $175,000, and it's not going to go up on the top end anywhere near the other two builders that we are considering today. Now, all 3 of these manufacturers, they're known for great customer service after the sale. But remember, as great as they are, they're all still made by hand. And that means that you can definitely find some problems that come straight out of the factory on the products that they put out. So even though you're buying luxury fifth wheels at a high price, I personally recommend still that you need to use a certified RV inspector to find and fix the problems from the factory before you take possession of these RVs. Now, these are not all of the luxury fifth wheel builders that I can recommend for you either. The full list of my recommended brands for buying fifth wheels that are built with good overall build quality, well, that's found in my guidebook on fifth wheel brands. And it includes other brands and models that are much more affordable than the ones that we have considered today. Those that would be able to be bought by more RVers. Now, if you'll use that guidebook along with my new RV buying guide, then it will show you how to buy the right way and have a pleasant buying experience all the way through. I hope this video then is going to help you find and choose the best luxury fifth wheel for your needs. And that's it for now. Have safe and happy travels, my friends. Until next time.